Set out now here for the 5,000 meters. This is a bigger pack compared to the women, who started off with only 5 of them. The Kalinga Stadium record is 13:43.23. And guess whose name it is? It is in the name of Gulveer Singh of India, 19th of June 2023 in the Interstate Championships.
So the all-comers record, 13:31. It's, I don't know if we're going to get anyone near that today, but potentially we could do. Nursultan Keneshbekov, the Kazakhstan athlete, is flirting with that kind of time, but not recently. 13:42.70, his lifetime best. Set last year, though, just outside of 14 minutes this season. So when you're looking at the inform athlete, you have to say that Parashuram is the one to look for.
Yes, the Shivaji Parshuram Madappa is the boy.
There he is. So there we go. First shot of Nursultan Keneshbekov, who is already deciding that he does have something in mind, because he is already, after just not even a couple of laps now, he's already built a lead. Well, I'd say it's about 50 meters or so. Now, often in these races, we talked about ones that there would often be in a silver or bronze level, gold level, so you would have a pacer. You don't have that. So instead, you kind of got this kind of odd situation where it's a bit more like a lower level race. In terms of that, you've got to do it yourself, in terms of thinking out how you're going to do it. It's not a championship race, you don't have to sit there in the pack and then wait for your turn. So you've got to try and decide, do you want to put yourself through the pain for a good 13, 14 minutes? And clearly, the answer from Keneshbekov is yes, I would love to do that.
The 2023 World University Games bronze medalist, 13:42.70. No one on your picture frame out there may perhaps give you an indication that it is early days out here. We are into the 3rd minute of this event, the 5,000 meters, the last evening event of the day out here. And the others all boxed together. They are, of course, winding up the pace like a clockwork toy. They also got to make sure that they dig deep out there. What is this man up to? That's the big question from here on.
Well, it's interesting. I mean, sometimes you come to these things and you just have to give it a good go. Like, do you want the win or do you want to come away with something special? I mean, he's got a good range, has Surabaikov. He's also a half marathon runner as well. He's run 1 half marathon, 2 half marathons this year. He's won both of them. One in Tajikistan and one in Kazakhstan. He's got a national record in a half marathon too, a 1:01:39. So he's got great range. I just wonder whether he's coming and saw the opportunity. Just thought, you said it's not the greatest conditions. You have to say that you're right. He wants to be a little bit cooler than this, and he wants to be a little bit less humid. But he probably turned up thinking it's going to be a lot worse than this.
Definitely. I think he's taken the benefit of the doubt of not knowing the conditions. All the Indians have suffered here earlier in June, talking above 14 minutes. So they're taking the conservative route. They've got 2 marathon runners in the fray. Gopi Thanakal, who's been a nation marathon champion. There's Dr. Karthik Kerkera. There's another up-and-coming military man following Gulveer Singh's footsteps, Harmanjot Singh. And there's that very brave runner from Karnataka, Shivaji Madappa, who ran his heart out the last time, trying to qualify for the 10,000 meters and collapsed after running 20 meters, leading just like the Kazakhstan runner is doing, Kyrgyzstan runner is doing.
That's what you've got to think as well, that, you know, maybe just because he's gone out so hard at the start doesn't mean he's going to be that far out at the end. So the pack at the back, they just have to run their own race. That gap between the Kazakh runner and the pack is not getting any bigger. In fact, I would hazard a guess that maybe it's getting a little bit smaller.
I definitely think he's run himself out of steam, and the 5 chasing pack will go past him easily.
So it is still Keneshbekov leading the way, still I'd say by about 30 meters or so, but there's a pack there of around 5 runners or so who are all chasing him down. You mentioned Gulveer Singh, that incredible run that we saw him at the Commonwealth Games. Just how much excitement is there in Indian athletics for him at the moment?
Absolutely. I think the future of Indian Indian athletics is distance running. We have done well in javelin and high jump, but it's going to be distance running to the fore. And which, to give you an insight, Gulbi now holds the Indian, making this race an exciting one.
Well, here we go.
Albeit a slow one, but the race will be tremendous to watch till the end. So, because it's very difficult to predict who's going to win.
Well, I just saw, I worried a little bit there because I saw Shivaji Parashuran drop out of the pack for a moment, but all he was doing was getting a bit of water. I worried that he was calling it a day because he looked very settled there because he looks the most comfortable out of all of them here, very much in control. But what he doesn't want to do here, after leading this pack to chase down Kinesh Bekov, he doesn't want to take on all the workload here either. So now they'll just say, okay, we've caught you, you've gone off fast, that didn't work out, you sit at the front, we'll sit behind you.
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. It's becoming a great tactical race, and that's the joy of distance running. It's not always timings that matter. You often win in very slow races. For example, Centrowitz, when he won that 1500 meters in 3:52, the whole world was amazed. But that's how it happens, and that's how you have to respond. And that's the beauty of this distance running. We just saw one girl, loneliness of a long distance runner, now a pack of 6. Very interesting till the last moment, as we don't know who's going to be amongst the winners.
Well, don't rule out Kinesh Bekov for now. There's a possibility that maybe he made a sensible choice to back off a little bit after feeling like you can have an A goal, you can go out, see how you feel. Maybe if it doesn't quite feel right, then you just change your plan. Maybe he's made a sensible choice. We don't know. Maybe he's quite happy to dictate from the front. I imagine he doesn't really want to be psychologically. Maybe you don't want to be chased down, but if he's made that decision himself, then fine. And he's being leading Shivaji Parashuram. Also in there is Gopi Tonakal and Harmanjot Singh is there too. Can you get the two at the back of the pack there?
But judging
Rupinder?
from the way they are running, Rich, I think the other 5 are just using the Kyrgyzstan boy till the last lap because they know they are not going to get a fast timing. It's all boiled down to who's going to get the podium finishes, and it's Shivaji and Harmanjot are in pole position to get that as the Kyrgyzstan continues to lead, and I think it's a convenience factor for the chasing pack right now.
Yes. So at the back right now is Shailesh Kushwaha, and just in front of him is the Fijian Yeshnil Karan, who is in that white vest there, in the Fiji vest, and he's actually just been overtaken by Kushwaha. So slight concern, maybe the Fijian might just drop off. He's a 14:22 guy at best, so maybe the pace is going to be a little bit too hot for him. If we're looking at those who can sustain something a little bit quicker, you're still looking at Kinesh Bekov, you're still looking at Parashuram, and you're also looking at Harmanjot Singh. All of those are sub-14 guys. There are some who are just flirting with going sub-14.
And there's the dangerous marathon runner, Gopi Tonakal. Remember, when it becomes tactical, these marathon runners could just surprise you towards the end because they don't feel 10,000 is a long distance event.
So it's shaping up nicely, and now we're in a situation where no one is making a move. You can see they're all quite settled now, and that it does include Kinesh Bekov. There's no sign of visible stress on him, actually. It looks quite controlled. They all look very hot. They all look very sweaty. It's all starting to get a little bit difficult. The conditions are not amazing, but at the moment, I wouldn't fear for any of these 5 in the pack, but we are maybe just seeing Kushwaha just hanging on a little bit at the back.
Definitely. So very interesting this race. What a contrast to the 5,000 women, and really bringing things on the track to a really grand finale. No one can predict a winner. That's what we want. We don't want Usain Bolt ruling the roost. We want to be able to have 4 or 5 of them who can be winners.
Yeah, so we just got 3 laps to go, and they've gone through in 3,800 meters in just about 11 minutes dead. So you're looking at around quite a slow time of about 14:25, 14:30 at the moment if they carry on at this pace. but you expect it to get a little bit quicker. And now maybe Parashuram just starting to make a little bit of a move here. He doesn't want Keneshbekov to dictate things anymore.
I think so, and Harmanjot closely following him. I would expect, if I was in Gopi's place, I would make my move right now because I'm a marathon runner. I don't have the speed to match these two in front of me. So let me go and make an effort, because now it's not stupid enough because it's only 2 laps to go. So you could do that bravery right now, unlike what the Kyrgyzstan runner did right at the beginning.
Well, you can see he's starting now to fade away is Nursultan Keneshbekov. He's gone. Now it's just these three, because I think we can maybe count out Shailesh Kushwaha as well. So it's Shivaji Parashuram with 2 laps to go, being chased down by Harmanjot Singh, and Gopi Tonakal is sitting in 3rd place. And you're right, if he's going to make a move, Tonakal, you think it has to be somewhere around now, with you think that the other two will be able to outkick.
Unless he's happy with being 3rd right now. So it's going to be very interesting. Shivaji is a gutsy runner. I love him. Harmanjot is a brave army man as usual. He'll fight till the end, and so is Gopi. So makes it very interesting. It seems that they've settled into the 3 podium finishes. Now it's who's going to get which color.
The Kazakhstan athletes has dropped away, I think. But then again, saying that, I thought the gap would get he dropped away a lot more than he has, but he hasn't. So we're just about approaching the final lap of this race, and it's these 3, and it's still anyone's. Gopi Tonakal is quite sensibly just sitting at the back here.
Now the only question is who will move and when will they move?
So thrilling conclusion to this first ever World Athletics Continental Tour silver level meet in India, here in Bhuvneshwar. And leading away is Parashuram. Just behind him, Harmanjot Singh. He's starting to come on the shoulder now, perhaps, of Parashuram. Gopi Tonakal waiting for his move. I just wonder whether Singh is going to go here. Has he gone too early, though?
Harmanjot makes his move, and as Rick says, has he gone too early? Shivaji hanging on, Gopi content with his 3rd place, but it looks like Harmanjot, the army man, is going to show his resilience and win this one.
Tonakal has gone. It's going to be Harmanjot Singh or Shivaji Parashuram, and it is going to be Singh, because he's streaking away here, and he's just starting to open up a gap of meters, maybe even 10 meters now, maybe even 15. It's Singh's victory. It's perfectly judged. The clock stops at 14:11:45. We'll get that all confirmed for you very shortly. It was never, in the end, going to be a quick race, even though Nursultan Keneshbekov tried to make it one. But in the end, Harmanjot Singh, it was more like a championship race, which is way more fun in my eyes.
I think so too. And just a bit disappointed Gopi didn't make a move. But anyway, it was a brilliant race.